Hey guys, Bird Yugioh here, coming at you with another deck profile. This time it's going to be DDDs. Super fun combo deck. You can put up a lot of negates with it. It has Pendulum cards, but I don't think I've ever once Pendulum summoned with this deck. It's just not that kind of deck or kind of way I built it. So to start off with, 3 Kepler. When it's normal or special summoned, you can either target a DD you control and return it to the hand. You almost never use that. You're going to use the add 1 Dark Contract card from your deck to your hand. So basically searches your search card. So it's amazing. It's level 1, so for like Linkaribo, it's super good. Another one is Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok. He's got 2 kind of important effects. In the scale, if you special summon a DDD or a DD monster, you can target 1 DD in your graveyard, and battle damage for the rest of the turn is halved, and you special summon that. So it's basically it special summons from the grave while it's in the scale. And then if this card is normal or special summoned, you can target 1 DDD monster in your graveyard and special summon that. So really good extender. It's a level 8, so it'll help you go into your rank 8s. So super good card. Another one that is really good is Savant Thomas. So it's another 8. This one during your the Pendulum scale effect is during your main phase. You can add 1 face-up DD Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. So it's kind of more resource management, because if you like normal summon Kepler and then link it away, it'll go to your extra deck, and then if you can always search out Thomas and then add this back to hand for next turn. Usually that's not what you're going to search off of the contract, but it's an option. And it's got its monster effect, so when it's on the field, you can target 1 DD in your Pendulum zone, destroy that, and if you do, special summon 1 level 8 DDD monster from your deck in defense position, and its effects are negated and battle damage is halved that your opponent takes. But most of the time what you're going to be doing with this deck is just putting up negates, so that battle damage stuff really doesn't matter too much. The last of the Pendulum guys we play is Copernicus. I've gone back and forth of playing this card at 3 because it is really good. If it's normal or special summoned, you can send 1 DD or Dark Contract from your deck to the graveyard. So it is a good extender, because you do a lot of stuff in your grave. You special summon a lot from your grave, so having DDs in there is always a good idea. But for now, I'm playing it at 2. Oh, and just so you guys know, this DDD deck, I kind of chose to go more of the combo variant. I do like combo decks a lot, but also it's just a very consistent and just kind of get to your pieces and do your thing kind of deck. There's not too many crazy techs. I do have one at the end I'll show you, but it's kind of just a streamlined, very good, solid DD deck. So now for the regular DDs, not the Pendulum ones. The most important one, I think, is Lamia. This one, if it's in your hand or graveyard, you can send 1 DD or Dark Contract from your hand or face up from your field to the graveyard, and you special summon it. But if you do use that effect, you have to banish it when it leaves the field. And it's your level 1 tuner. You'll find that reusing this thing, like special summoning it off of, some of your other extender cards, will just really good things will happen when that happens. Swirl Slime, it's another very good one. If it's in your hand, you send this and another DD monster in your hand, and you can special summon from your a fusion DDD from your extra deck. Normally it's going to be Flame King Genghis, but there's a couple others that it can be as well. And then also when this is in the graveyard, you can banish it and special summon 1 DD monster from your hand. So a lot of times I'll find myself, if I, say I have these 2 and another DD card, I'll fuse with these and then banish this to then special summon the Lamia. And then, so then that means you'll get a couple special summons off of him. So just a super, super good card. Both of these are. Another one I do still play at 3. Some people are cutting it to 1, 2, maybe even. But having this and this, that means you're going to have 2 fusion monsters on the field, basically, because you send these to the grave to fusion summon one, and then you banish both of these with Necro Slime to then fusion summon another one. So I think that combo is just way too good to not play Necro. And also I play Pot of Desires, so I want to see it when I want to see it, and if I happen to banish a couple, then, then I still have another one in the deck. So that's why I play that one. The last of the monsters is Vice Typhoon. Since the release of Flame High King Genghis, this card gets to this very easily. And so it's just it's a really good card to have in the deck. Just for getting to Flame High King Genghis, because it's a very good card. So that's it for the monsters. And the spells. Start with one of the most important ones. Dark Contract with a Gate. So this during your main phase, it's a continuous spell card. You can add 1 DD monster from your deck to your hand. And then once per turn during the standby phase, you take 1,000 damage, which the damage doesn't come up too often, but it's your search card, so it searches out any of your DD monsters. The other one we play is Dark Contract with a Swamp King. It's not as important, but it's another way of fusion summoning, so it does come up. And then now draw power, because we want to get to our combo pieces, get like Lamia in hand and Necro Slime and all those. You want to get all those to your hand if you can. So we play 3 Pot of Desires and 3 Allure of Darkness. Everything's dark in this deck, so getting the pieces you want and getting rid of cards you don't need. That card, very, very good in this deck. Since it is a combo deck, definitely want to play Called by the Grave. You don't want your Kepler getting ashed or your Dark Contract. You want all these to go through if you can help it. So Called by the Grave is one way of doing that. 1 for 1, really good for, you have quite a few targets for it. The main one you're going to do is Kepler, but you can also do Lamia. Those are amazing ones to do, actually. So 6 targets for that, and if you resolve that, very, very good. Foolish Burial, just to get whatever you need there, a Lamia or any of your like Swirl Slime, Necro Slime, get any of those in the grave. Monster Reborn, you're going to be filling your graveyard with a lot of monsters that you could potentially special summon, so that is a very, very good card if you happen to draw it. And then the last of the cards that we play to make it just even 40 is Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Against any like spell heavy decks, which are most of them, or against a trap heavy deck, this card just wins you the game, basically. You're just going to tribute one dark monster with 2,500 or more attack, which you can get a lot from your main deck and a few in your extra deck as well. You'll just tribute that, declare a spell or a trap, and then you're destroying all cards of that type for the and cards that they draw until the end of their 3rd turn. So it's a pretty good, win condition card if you happen to draw that. That's it for the main deck. Like I said, we're doing 40 because it's combo heavy deck, very kind of specific combo cards that you need. So you want to have as low a deck count as you can so you can get to those cards. Extra deck, very, very important. You want to play 2 Flame King Genghis. This is basically your way of special summoning. It's mostly your starter card, and then when you do, if another DD monster is special summoned to your field, you can target 1 DD in your graveyard and special summon it. So it just extends your plays and gets you going. Flame King High Genghis. This one is a similar thing. If another DD monster is normal special summon to your field, you can target one DD in your graveyard and special summon it. So it's another one that just extends your plays, gets you monsters on the field. And then this one also, once per your turn, when a spell trap or its effect is activated, you can negate the activation. So if you're going second and your opponent tries to activate something, you can usually negate it with that. Just one Oracle King, the Arc. If you brick, basically, and have just like a Necro Slime, Swirl Slime, and just want to get something on the field because you have maybe you have a Dark Contract, that's going to then take 1,000 points next standby phase. You can make this, and then any effect that would inflict damage to you, you gain that much life points instead. But most of the time what we're going to be using it for is just to get a level 7 on board. So then you can go into like a level 8 Synchro. And then we have King Beowulf. If its monster effect is if a DD you control attacks defense position, you inflict piercing battle damage. And once per turn during your standby phase, you can destroy all cards in the spell and trap zones. You're really usually not going to be using that. I'm mostly making this just so I can have a level 8 to then go into level 8 XYZs. So still needed, still really good. That's it for the fusions. One Gus King Alexander. It's one of your first cards that you're going to be going into as far as synchros go. You're going to be, usually taking Flame King Genghis and then Lamia and going into Gus King Alexander. Because then if a DD monster is normal special summoned while you control this card, you can target a level 4 or lower DD in your graveyard and special summon it. So another just extender, getting monsters on the board. Very, very good. Let's move these kind of right there. The other level 7 that we play is Meteor Burst Dragon. Very, very good, very easy to make. Normally what you're going to want to be special summoning is one of these guys. Or pretty much all the time what you're going to be special summoning is one of these to just get a level 8. It's obviously very good to special summon him, because then once you special summon him from the scale, you're going to get his monster effect as well to special summon another one from your grave. So that's very, very good. Very good extender card. Definitely necessary in my opinion in this deck. Your level 8 DDD, super, super good. You want to try to end most of your boards with this, because during either player's turn you can target one face-up spell or trap on the field, and that target has its effects negated, so it's basically going to negate a spell that your opponent plays, or trap, or whatever. So it's your spell trap negate. Very, very good. And then the last synchro is Crystal Wing. In this particular deck, you can get, like I said, you can get a lot of negates on board. So just getting another, monster negate is very, very good. And, just high attack power. Kind of what your goal is with this deck is just negate stuff and then attack with, just a couple of your high-powered ones, and you'll pretty much win. That's it for synchros. We play 2 XYZs. Duo Dawn King Kali Yuga. Super, super good. Not too easy to go into. It requires 2 level 8 DD monsters. But after this is XYZ summoned, for the rest of the turn, other cards and their effects cannot be activated. And the other cards' effects on the field are negated. And then once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach one material and destroy all spell and traps on the field. And then actually you can also detach one XYZ material from this and target one Dark Contract or spell or trap in your graveyard and set that. But normally you're going to be either, destroying all their spell and traps, but it also, like I said, it does protect you for the rest of the turn, basically. And then your negate one that you're going to be going into is a Hope Harbinger, because when your opponent activates a spell card, you're basically just going to take it and take that card, and they're not going to be using it anymore. That's those. And the only links we play, Link Rebo, that's one of the most important ones. Same with Wee Witch, because it just requires 2 dark monsters. The last one I play is Master King Archfiend. It requires 2 Fiend monsters. Don't know how I feel about this one. I might change it for just another generic, link card that has 2 downward pointing arrows. But for now, that's what it is. But yeah, that's my DDD deck, guys. Hope you liked it. It's very, like I said, very consistent. Just kind of streamlined DDD deck. Opening this card just gets you there a lot of times, because you'll have at least a few of these in your hand, and then you have draw power and everything. So really fun deck. Not too expensive, a nice budget deck. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, guys, if you like what you're seeing. I'm trying to post videos about it, every other day or so. And liking what you guys are doing. You're requesting stuff down in the comments, so keep doing that, and I'll keep making deck profiles for you. Thanks, guys.